The moment life becomes chaotic, some people stay steady. Others feel like everything starts slipping through their hands at once. Not because they lack strength, but because chaos exposes what routine was quietly holding together. You wake up with good intentions. You tell yourself you'll get organized, stay focused, and finally catch up. But then a message arrives. A plan changes. Something unexpected demands your attention. And suddenly, your entire day feels scattered. The more chaos enters, the harder it becomes to know where to begin. Small responsibilities start piling up like clothes on a chair. Nothing seems impossible on its own. Yet together, everything feels too much. You may find yourself jumping from one thing to another without finishing anything. Your mind stays busy, but progress feels strangely far away. At the end of the day, exhaustion arrives without the satisfaction of completion. It can feel frustrating, not because you are lazy, not because you don't care, but because constant disorder pulls your attention in too many directions at once. Think of discipline like the walls of a river. The water still moves, the current still flows, but the walls give it direction. Without those walls, the water spreads everywhere. It loses its path. Chaos works in a similar way. Unexpected problems, distractions, and uncertainty are part of life. But when there is no structure to hold them, they begin to consume energy that was meant for other things. Every decision starts demanding attention. Every interruption steals a little more focus, and eventually, the mind becomes crowded. Discipline is often misunderstood as strict rules or endless self-control, but in reality, it is often something much gentler. It is creating small patterns that help your mind know what comes next. It is reducing the number of decisions you must make. It is giving yourself something stable to stand on when life becomes unpredictable. Without that stability, chaos can feel like a storm. Everything urgent, everything important, everything competing for attention at the same time. The brain naturally struggles in environments where nothing feels certain. It constantly scans for what needs attention next. And that constant scanning is exhausting. This is why disorder can drain people so quickly. Not because they are weak, but because their energy is being spent reacting instead of moving forward. There is a reason this experience feels so overwhelming. Your mind is trying to protect you. It is searching for control in a situation that feels uncertain. That reaction is deeply human. Many people experience it without even realizing it. The frustration, the mental clutter, the feeling that life keeps slipping through their fingers. These feelings are not proof that something is wrong with you. They are signals that your mind is carrying more than it can comfortably organize. And sometimes, what looks like failure is actually overload. The good news is that discipline does not have to begin with dramatic change. It often starts with something surprisingly small. A simple routine, a consistent habit, a quiet promise you keep to yourself. These small anchors may seem insignificant, but during chaotic times, anchors matter. They create tiny islands of certainty in a sea of unpredictability. Over time, those small moments begin connecting together. The mind feels less scattered. The storm becomes easier to navigate, not because chaos disappears, but because you are no longer facing it without direction. Life will always contain unexpected turns. Plans will fail, schedules will break, difficult days will arrive. Yet the calmest people are not those who avoid chaos. They are often the ones who have built something steady inside it. And perhaps that steadiness is not about controlling life. Perhaps it is about giving yourself a place to return whenever life becomes loud again. A small sense of order, a little more clarity, and enough direction to keep moving forward, one gentle step at a time.